The women's 100-meter hurdle final just moments away. And we talked about the depth of the fields here at this Edmonton Invitational, and this women's hurdle final is a great example of that. Let's meet the competitors. Aaliyah Logan, the Canadian, will be in lane 2. She was 7th at this meet a year ago. She was 4th at the Canadian Championships last year. Lane 3 will have Miriam Abdul-Rashid. She is the defending champion and the reigning Canadian champion. She was a semifinalist at last year's Paris Olympics. She has the World Championship standard of 12:73. In lane 4, it'll be Asia Lorenzen out of St. Lucia. She won the Johnny Loring Classic. She did so in 12:69, which got her the World Championship standard. Denisha Cartwright out of the Bahamas will be in lane 5. She was an Olympian last year. She was 2nd at the Drake Relays earlier this year. She's a former volleyball player. Tatiana Aholu, the Canadian, will be in lane 6. She was 4th at this meet last year. She picked up a victory earlier this year on the National Track and Field Tour at the Bob Viggers Classic. Sienna McDonald will be in lane 7. She was 6th last year. She is a heptathlete. She was the Canadian champion in the heptathlon back in 2022, coming off a great performance at the Hypo meeting in Gotsis earlier this year, where she collected 6,148 points, which was a new PB for her.
Well, again, keep your eye on Abdul-Rashid in 3. She is so close to that World Championship standard, 600ths off this season. She's going to be looking for it here today.
And it's Laurentian with the lead right now. She's in lane 4, but here comes Cartwright, but on the outside. I think Aholu put herself in the conversation as well. But in the end, the nod is going to go to Aholu, 12:77. So that is a great run from the Canadian. And it was into a headwind as well, and you can see she is very happy with that. Little off the World Championship standard at 12:73, but she's trending in the right direction.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run from Aholu. She's quick out of the blocks and then just makes such good work of those hurdles. She just eats them up one at a time. And I just wonder if the athletes who were inside didn't maybe recognize the threat, but Aholu dialed in, focused the entire way, an absolute powerhouse. That is a big lifetime best for Aholu. She's got to feel really good about that. As you mentioned, it's just outside of world standards. The timing is stating that that's a mark of 12:78, the standard. Unfortunately, that's incorrect. It is 12:73, the world championship standard. But Adam, again, as you mentioned, into a headwind, that bodes incredibly well for what's to come in this season.
So we're just a little outside of 2 weeks from Nationals, so Tatiana Aholu has put the rest of Canada on notice with that performance. She picked up the bronze at last year's Canadian Championships.